Now, here's another way that it can be translated, okay? And that is if you wanted to do some math and calculus between negative and positive, right? The plus and the minus, put it in memory, delete it from memory, what we hold in memory, what we experience held in memory, and the water memory banks, planet Earth. But here's something to consider from when I'm a little boy, and that is you have living cells, right? You know what a living cell is? A living organism. How many living cells are there on the planet? The living cells within plants, bushes, roses, right? Trees, all the animals, all the birds, all the aquatic life, right? All the terrarium and the aquarium, all the life in the aquarium and all the life on the terrarium. You know, the land and the water, right? The tug of war, the polarity stuff. So you have living cells that are living consciousness cells, experiencing a soul, the oversoul of Mama Earth, the great living spirit of Mother Earth. And then you have dead cells. How many dead cell phones are there running on dead energy light? So you have artificial life cells running on dead cells and dead energy cells. And where do you think that the cell phones and the laptops are getting their energy from? Living cells. You see how that works? With antennas, cell membranes that have antennas. So you have living cells, the living cells in my physical body, and then you have the dead cell that is a dead light energy, artificial light cells that are feeding on the living cells of your body as the source of energy to run their alien machinery, which is all the cell phones, laptops, and PCs. I know, Karen. That's my job. That's a guardian perspective. That's an emerald rainbow round table perspective. The one is not going to allow anybody to escape the truth. Knowing the absolute truth is absolute love that knows the truth. That's why I'm glad I stood my ground on behalf of the one when I'm 4 years old. I know the truth. That's why when I was 8 years of age, girl, let me tell you, okay, I'm looking up in the sky going, I don't want to experience this. I don't think I want to do this. I want to go home. That means that I already knew in the future what I was going to experience in the future that I already knew then at that age. You realize what that means? That means if you would have met me when you were born, okay, or if you would have met me when I was 6 years old, I would have told you the same thing I'm telling you right now. Okay? That means that I already knew that at that age, before you were born. Okay? Now, I realize you can put this into context of how we know this kind of stuff as a security team, right? I know you know how that works, okay? Because now we're into what we call the known unknowns and unknown knowns, right? Things we know, but we don't want to know them yet because of security protocols. And those security protocols at the guardian level of special forces teams is why we trust no one when we're in here, but we get communications and we know from whence they come and who they come from. Because when you realize that this is for all the marbles, that means everyone that has a soul here is a target. And that means when you understand how black goo works, I could be talking to you the day before yesterday, and the next thing I know is you're not the same girl I know now. Right? Then I begin sharing information with you, and that ends up getting our team killed. Okay? That's how tight the security is. That's why I've said this many times. It doesn't matter whether you're tribe, doesn't matter whether you're clan. Doesn't matter what authority that you operate on, there is guardian authority. which is the Emerald Round Table. Okay? That's the one, which means I am in compliance with one law. I am the law. I am what love is that goes on forever, gifting electrons at the highest accelerated rate of speed. So I operate, and I operate on behalf of the one. That's the truth of it. That's absolute truth. That's absolute love. That's to experience the absolute eternal love through our own heart, which is the energy that I know, because I know that that's what the truth is, because that's what I experience, being what I am, an energy that I share with others from a guardian perspective. That's the highest law. We represent the highest law in the entire cosmos. That's our cosmic level spirit, the eternal spirit of fire that is an accelerator and not an inverter. Have a great day. I love you all. Be good to yourselves.